Mm.
That's
I
wild.
love your face.
Yeah.
Have you shot your final scenes yet? And are you happy with how things ended? Yeah. She didn't say yes. You didn't say yes.
Best season ever.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild.
Good morning, Owasso. This is the Twins with Owasso Live, and this is the Morning Loop. And I don't know if you have seen from our thumbnail, but we finally gave in and succumbed to the impulse to watch Stranger Things, or I guess as they call it now, Gayer Things. And what a mess the final season was. Again, it's like what happens with all these. But again, it's not like the Doofer brothers were like... The reason Game of Thrones ended so terribly was because they were promised like a Star Wars show. So they were like, we got to wrap this stuff up so we can go make some big bucks over at Disney, you know? They're like, screw this HBO crap, you know? Like, we can go work for Disney and write Star Wars. We'll be rolling in it. And then, you know, they'll be so much more culturally relevant when they realize that, no, I mean, unfortunately, forever the creators of Game of Thrones were... You know, it's like I think their last bit of cultural relevance will die with them in Game of Thrones. Yes. You know,
yeah, but I think Stranger Things is a perfect representation of the Hollywood like culture right now. It's like make a good show, which Stranger Things season 1 was a amazing show.
Stranger Things season 1 was a perfect show. Okay, it had a perfect beginning, hooked you right there at the beginning. Stakes are high. And local, and I mean, it's grand stakes, but it's not like super grand stakes. Like this one, like it was personalized family friend stakes, which is great. Great storytelling. And then this one they had to make, it's global stakes, the world's stake now, you know. But the problem was the first season was perfect. Great way to start the show, sacrifice, and its show ended perfectly. I mean, you can tell by how the other seasons turned out that they actually never intended to continue the show. They were just lucky that Netflix picked up. The Doofer brothers were lucky that Netflix picked up their story, and that they went with it. And it was so good, and it was so popular that it falls to the same things that always happens. Let's franchise this thing. Yeah. Let's franchise this thing. And again, they were victims of their own success. They wrote season 2. Season 2 was not awful, but it wasn't great. And then season 3 was an absolute joke. Everybody remembers season 3, right? It was the one where it was like a Scooby-Doo episode where the Russians came in and, you know, they had
there's a giant underground base underneath the mall.
Yeah, and like they had a Trump-like mayor of the town. You know, it's like obvious where this crap was going. Mm-hmm. And then season 5 was a return to form, but retcon. Yeah, season 4 and was a return to form, but retconned a lot of the stuff. It's like. Does anybody remember that the Russians were here last season? I mean, if it wasn't for them finding Hop, there would have been no connection between season 3 and season 4, other than Hopper returning.
Yep.
So, and then finally for season 5, which just again, I think the wait killed the show. Like, I mean, it took 5 years to get the thing done.
Yeah, I have,
and it shows because they didn't know what the hell they were doing with the show.
Yeah, this photo right here sums up the wait for it. Said, here she is, season 3. Here she is, season 5. So she's supposed to be 17 years old here, and then now she's 19 years old. And you can tell.
Yeah.
She's aged some. But yeah, that's the huge long wait. I mean, I don't know what they did. They ended on a cliffhanger where it looked like they were literally about to go to battle. Like, right then and there. And then, like, oh, we've been waiting around for, like, 4 or 5 years doing nothing, you know, just trying to find the guy. Like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Again, the way the show started was so jarring to me. It started like a normal day of it started like a normal day of kids going to school. Like, I was like, I mean, I remember when we started the episode with you, me and my wife were like, hold on, did we miss something? Did we miss an episode? I was like, I looked at Chad and I said, Chad, I told you to start at episode 1, and you were like, this is episode 1. And I was like, and that's why I said, wasn't there like the world like cracked in two? Like there was a giant earthquake and like
they welded steel plates over everything and just pretended like everything went back to normal.
No, yeah, Leslie, no, nothing to see here.
Nothing to see here.
And again, so I'm being a little facetious here, but you know they the show does do a decent job of explaining that the military came in, took over, quarantined the town. But here's the thing, though. Like, how does a quarantined town live like normally? You know what I'm saying? Like, what does Mike's dad do for work? You know what I mean? Like, where are they getting their money from? You know what I mean? Are they just requiring the electricity be kept onto the town? I guess since it's a military base, I guess so.
Yeah.
You know, but what do these people do besides, like, what do the parents do?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, some people have to drive to other towns to go to work.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, the rift happened, like, right in the middle of town. You know, we know for a fact that, what's their name? The buyer's family's mom worked at the grocery store, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, the hardware store, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Nothing really makes sense, too. It's just, like, the other part that they always retcon, too, is, like, I mean, remember I think it was season 3 where, Max's brother dies or whatever? Yes. It's like that's where everybody in town gets like infected by the evil and gets turned into like a huge meat puppet. And there's like, how does nobody remember this? I mean, is it just that happened Hollywood stance that, oh, everybody that was infected just had their memories wiped, you know? They don't remember anything. It's like, okay, I can kind of buy that, but people were like turned into meat puppets and were attacking people. And how come some people
just
died?
Melted.
Yeah. How did some people just die? And some people are like, they came back afterwards. Because, I mean, Nancy attacked the guy that was being sexist to her at the, what was it, the Herald the Post, or whatever,
the local
newspaper
was.
Exactly. And then just out of nowhere, it's like, oh, she stabs him and all that. Like, he's back at work the following, after the season's over. You're like, what the heck is going on here?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't understand.
Yeah. You know, it's very strange. And again, how is it that Robin and Steve are working at this radio station all alone by themselves?
They did. Well, that's what they said. The guy that ran it got out of town after the rift, but he, that's the thing. They just took over. It's just like, yeah, because that's how that works.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, how are they paying the bills? How are they keeping the electricity running over there? So again, there's just a bunch of like really weird unanswered questions. You know, I mean, like, is it a cool location to film at? Absolutely. Radio station, and like them being able to do like this radio underground crap, But it's
I know you didn't finish all of it, but that radio tower becomes extremely important in the very final couple episodes.
Of course it does, yeah.
That's why they're there.
Mm-hmm. Anywho, but again, it starts off very strange. It's like the kids go to a school like it's a normal, like everything's normal. And, one thing I don't like, too, was that Dusty is kind of turned into like a bully,
Mm-hmm.
And he's wearing. I get it. It's like Eddie was died justifiably in the show, but they all pinned everything on Eddie, the murders and all that stuff, even though it was Vecna, because the town doesn't know. But Dusty's like dying on this hill of wearing this Hellfire Club shirt to stand in solidarity with frickin' Eddie from last season. Mm-hmm. But it's like that'd be like you knowing OJ and like saying OJ was innocent and like wearing an OJ's innocent shirt next to like Nicole Brown Simpson's family. Be like, yeah, he didn't do it. It's like obviously like their family would be disappointed. So it's like obviously the boyfriend of the girl that everyone thought Eddie killed is going to be pretty salty when you're wearing a shirt that kind of represents like the guy that he assumes murdered.
Yeah, the girl.
So it's like, what are you doing? Like, don't wear that shirt.
That's what they said. You're making yourself stand out. We're trying not to stand out.
He's like, I have to wear it to not forget Eddie. It's like nobody forgets his sacrifice, but you're just being willfully antagonistic.
Yeah, he was, and he was willfully antagonistic to all of his friends too. But that's the other thing. And then like they just all of a sudden just drop his girlfriend. His girlfriend was a huge part of like the season. Yeah, of season 3 and 4. Like, season 3, she doesn't show up to the very end, but she actually ends up saving the day. And then season 4, they actually go to her house and see her. And, like, all of a sudden, this season, like, she's just gone.
Yeah. Again, it's so strange that they just willfully write away characters. And, they can't even say it's like, because he used to communicate with her with CB radio.
Yeah.
It's like, how did he has that? So, the kids can have a radio tower and transmit radio signals to all over what's it called? Hawkins. Mm-hmm. But he can't talk to his girlfriend anymore on the radio? Like, because the military's jamming low-level frequencies. It's like, then why doesn't he just use the radio tower?
Well, that's part of the problem, too, now, is everybody's relationships all fumbled.
Yeah.
The
It's
only
like they're different people.
Yeah. Everybody, I mean, everybody in the show loses their relationship, their love interest in the show. Everybody. Except for Hopper and
Winona
Joyce
Ryder,
finally get together in the end. But that's the only healthy relationship that comes out of this whole experience.
11 and Mike barely see each other in this show.
Yeah. Well, that's the other part of this, too. Is like, this is why we call it gayer things, is because the main characters take a back seat to Will and Robin.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole point of this is like Robin didn't come in until season 3. And now all of a sudden she is the front and center of the show, her and Will. And Will, everyone likes Will. Will is the hinge point of the show. He is the reason the show exists.
But he's more of a plot device than he is a character.
Exactly. He was a plot device, and now he gets to be the lead. He's literally the lead in this show now. And 11 takes a back seat to him because he gets her powers, and he's more powerful than her, basically.
Typical men coming in and outclassing women in every way.
But that's what's going on. But that's what I was getting at about the whole point of this show. The expansion of this show literally sums up Hollywood. It's like, make a good movie or show program. Hollywood wants to franchise it, or in this case, Netflix, and then they slowly dumb it down and make it gay or make it woke, whatever you want to call it. In this case, we'll just say woke. But they added everybody has to be gay. All the gay people take front and center in the last and final season, and all the main characters take back seats, and they completely abandon characters and plot devices and story things they have to just wrap this up.
Yeah.
And it's horrible. It's a conjumbled mess. Just like, I mean, that's why we showed that opening scene of Millie Bobby Brown being like, how did you like it? She's like, He's like, yeah, because you completely destroyed her character. I mean, her whole character arc in season 4 was she's training to get her powers back and be to where she's all against. She took on like that entire army by herself in helicopter, and now she's struggling just to like lift things in this one now. And you're just like, what happened? What was the whole point of that training montage at the beginning of the show and all that training that she did back in season 4?
Yeah.
Nothing makes sense anymore.
Yeah, again, convenient things happen. Convenient things happens conveniently, you know. And again, bullets work on the Demogorgons, and sometimes they don't. It's like the opening scene of the show is like it's a flashback of Will as a kid, and it's obviously not the same Will, you know. Like it's a different kid.
Yeah.
And but he shoots the Demogorgon with a .22 caliber hunting rifle.
And it stuns it.
And I mean, the Demogorgon is absolutely like obliterated by this bullet. It's like, bah! You know, it's like, and he's discombobulated for a while. It's where the military is fighting multiple Demogorgons, and their 50 cal machine guns and M16s are like
nothing.
Yeah,
Here's
they're
that
just shaking
scene.
them
I'm showing
off.
that right now.
They're like the Terminator. You know, it's like, rah, you can't. He goes, it cannot stop. It will not stop. You know, until you are dead.
Yeah.
And the gore factor was really increased up. Like, I mean, like we've seen some pretty disturbing stuff in Stranger Things, but like this, I mean, like they show brain matter and, you know, soldiers' heads being splattered into blood, and I was like, whoa, this doesn't seem like the show that it used to be. It just kind of seems like we're going for gore over, because I mean, again, look how much is happening in this scene you're watching right here.
Yeah.
Like there's so much going on, but I feel no tension. It's like, well, because all these soldiers are just dying all around. And it's like, and you have these unarmed civilians being like, oh, they're the main characters. They'll be fine. Like, do you see how much crossfire is happening right now? Like, how many people are shooting in all kinds of different directions? Like, they're shooting at each other. Like, it's just so dumb.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the other point, too, is the Demogorgon's abilities don't make sense. It's like, yeah, Will Byers' 22 stuns them, but an entire army shooting them with M16s and 50 cals do nothing.
I mean,
they just shrugging bullets off like it's nothing. And then Nancy and the Wheeler's mom can stab it and stuns it with a wine bottle.
Broken wine bottle. It's like Dad hits it with a golf club, walks off like nothing happened. Nancy's like, stay away from my daughter. Not Nancy.
Mom. Yeah.
Nancy's mom, Miss Wheeler, gets a wine bottle. Again, Dad with a golf club. Demogorgon shrugs off that golf club like it was a child hitting it. But, like, I guess the power of motherly love and a broken wine glass gives you the ability to stun a Demogorgon. Like, the thing was, like, visibly hurt.
What's really powerful is a wine mom. That's what's really
yes,
powerful.
watch out for the wine moms, you know. So again, you know, poor the Wheeler's dad, obviously the best guy and the best dad in television history. You know, it's like we vote Republican around here, you know. And again, there was that Republicans are always the butt of the joke in the Doofer Brothers show. I mean, obviously the way the show ended,
the family of wasps in it,
the Wasp family, you just sitting there, it's like,
which that stands for white Anglo-Saxon, you know, Protestant, Christian Protestant.
Yeah,
family.
you know, they go, don't make friends with anyone who's a Democrat. You know, it's just like, okay, it's so obvious. And of course, who is it? The young black girl gets to drug that whole family. Mm-hmm. It's like, and then everybody who's a Democrat is like,
also
that's so wonderful.
That literally like jumps it back too. Is like, oh, these people are supposedly the white Republican bad people. And it turns out that they warmly welcome in that girl into their home for dinner, and then she drugs them. It's like, who's the bad guy here?
Exactly. But I mean, we're on the little girl's side because she's one of the main characters.
And here's the other thing too: the little fat kid that they're after is the most popular memed kid of this season right now.
Yeah,
they're like, everyone loves suck my fat one.
Yeah,
everyone loves that kid.
Yeah, and despite the fact he can't act his way out of a paper bag. But yeah I mean. I don't know, folks. I mean, the show and Robin, like, I'm probably going to have to do it. Like, I told Chad, we're going to have to do, like, a breakdown of Robin's character and be like, Robin, the true villain of Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Because Robin's a horrible person. Like, I mean, she takes Will away from Winona Ryder's character to go out and do dangerous stuff. Like, and I get it. Like, they have to take risks to do things. But, like, she's just such a manipulative person. And then, like, when she goes to get the drugs in order to drug the Wasp family,
she goes and steals the drugs from.
She goes to the hospital. So, and guys, you think about this. Remember, Robin is
not doing much for those gay stereotypes of taking a child, grooming them, and then telling them to go steal and do drugs.
Exactly. She's clearly done this before.
Yep.
So, what are we saying about Robin as a person? It's like she's the worst character in the show. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, like, again, and Steve, like, again, what is with Steve being, like, a background character whenever Robin's around? Like, Robin's the radio queen, and she just, like, forces him to do stuff in the radio.
I told you, like, a character that didn't show up until season 3, who should just be a side character, a forgotten side character, is the main character of the show. Like I said, I forgive it for Will, because Will makes sense, and it's actually a decent little character development thing where he's always played I'm the guy that's being, like, acted upon.
If you guys watched any of the prior seasons, like, again, Will's the plot device of season 1. He's barely in it. He's like in episode 1.
Of season 2, too.
Yeah, but he's actually actively involved in season 2, though. Like,
exactly.
He's the antagonist in season 2 because he becomes infected and is working with the hive mind, effectively. Season 3, he's a background character. Like, he does nothing. Like, he just asks his friends if he, like, literally, his character arc is, do you guys want to play D&D? And that's where you kind of start to see the fact that Will's not, like, but I mean, this is where you can see the plants of, other than the fact that his dad called him a fag in season 1.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I have other things of that show that we've been subtly hinting that he's gay all along.
And that's so not true. You know, it's like, I know guys in real life who dads called them fags,
well,
you know.
But that's the other point, too, is, like, it goes into this whole point of, the whole scene that everybody's talking about, which we have pulled up. We have several of the funny comedy versions of that scene. Is like he stops while they're in the middle. I mean, they are literally about to go to the other world to go stop Vecna. I mean, literally, they are like seconds away from doing this, and he stops everybody to have this coming out moment. So that means if everybody already knew, or it was implied, like it's implied that Mike knew the whole time, that means you literally stopped to have this little coming out moment when everybody already knew.
Yeah.
Or 2, it means that you're so self-absorbed and nobody knew, if we're going with that version of it, that nobody knew, that they're about to save the world, and we're going to have to stop to make this all about me right now. Hey, guys, I know we're all about to go save the world, but I've got to do a little me time.
But that's what's so crazy. Like, Robin coaches Will the entire time. To be like, you know, it's all grooming. Yeah, she's grooming him, being like, hey, it's all about me. Again, this is what the LGBT community doesn't understand. It's the church of me is what the LGBT community is. It's like, how does it make me feel? How does it affect me? And again, it's like, you are the most important person. You know, it's like, I stopped being afraid because I only started caring about me. It's like, to me, it just sounds to me like you're kind of selfish. You know, it's main character syndrome, you know. And again, in this show, it rewards them. It's like Robin and Will are the main characters of the show. Therefore, it's about them. So again, it's absolutely nuts. And again, all these little points, like the little coaching sections that she has as well. It's like they're replacing character development with ideology.
Yeah.
But they're like, but no, this is character development because she's helping him come out, and it's like, no, this is just horseshoed ideology crammed into it, tried to disguise itself or masquerade as character development.
Yeah.
It's like I'll give it. Here's an example of understandably understanding why someone would be a lesbian. The scene. I don't like the show, but I like the game. It's a zombie game.
Zombie game.
Zombie game with
Left 4
Joel. Yeah.
No.
Joel and Ellie.
Last of Us. Last of Us. Yeah.
Ellie has a horrific experience whenever she is taken captive and an older man attempts to force himself on her. It's like, I actually understand why Ellie would choose to not trust men. The only man she trusts is Joel, who is her dad.
Father figure, yeah.
She doesn't trust other men, and she never could because an older guy that she kind of trusted for a little bit, who came in as a faux father figure to like help her, was going to abuse her until Joel came in at the last minute and saved her. So you kind of understand that. Like, that's potentially some type of development done correctly. It's like, I understand why, although I don't agree with it, I understand why she would choose to be with girls. And then they retcon it and go, well, earlier, before this happened, she actually had a lesbian tryst with a girl before she met Joel. And you're like, okay, that's gay. You know what I mean? That's retarded. Yeah. But no, it's like, that would make sense. That's writing done
again,
well.
That's another thing, too, that I absolutely can't stand in any type of movie where there's like the human race is on the verge of extinction. Lesbians and gays are absolutely useless in a post-apocalyptic society where you're trying to forward or save the species. You're absolutely pointless.
Well, I mean, they're useless now. I mean, like, we're not at replacement numbers, which is why they're importing all these people from third world countries. It's like, if there wasn't this giant gay agenda push, there'd be more families and more kids, and we wouldn't have to worry about importing people from the third world to do the jobs we don't want to do.
Which, like, I mean, you can even look at this now. That's the sad reality is, like, Stranger Things Season 1 was great. And then now they've literally changed it to, like, this seems to be like now Stranger Things with this ending season seems to be an analogy for, like, child abuse. A strange figure comes in, kidnaps children, takes them to his home or his island, if you could say.
Is Freddy Krueger to some degree. He's I guess he's a little nicer Freddy Krueger because he didn't kill the kids.
So that's the whole point. Is like, how did Will get his powers? He was orally penetrated by Vecna's tentacles and was forced his fluid into his body and forced him to become his minions, which gave them all their psychic powers and whatever, made them more demonic or whatever.
Yeah.
If you honestly think about it, it's really, really kind of sickening now. It's just like, again, the more they dove into this, like, the weirder it got. I mean, the whole, like, point of that where it happened in season 1 was you could argue that the Demogorgon was and that's probably what it was saving Will, because, like, that stuff was poison. The air in that world is poison to people. That's why if you saw the first season, everybody was wearing suits and masks when they go into that world.
Yeah, and now that be damned. You know, it's like, we just go the upside down and breathe all in that whatever the air is, no problem.
That was my 2 cents. Was the Demogorgon? You could argue the Demogorgon was going to save Will to eat later and put that, like, tube in his mouth so that way he could breathe and live there, so that way his food would be fresh or whatever. And then it turns out, oh no, that was Vecna all along, infecting him with the gay.
Yeah, infecting him with the gayness. Yes. So again, Robin, terrible character. Every time that they have this forced dialogue with, and again, her and Will had zero interaction. It's like going, oh, it's like, and she has a Jedi ability too. She can sense the gayness on people. And it's like, I know what you are. And it's like, of course. And then what happens? She grooms them to be like, you are this. You know, it's like, it's so dumb. It's so dumb. And the writing's bad. The stakes, again, no stakes. Like, there are people, like, when they're at that base and, like, there's soldiers shooting, machine gun fire, Demogorgons, nothing's happening to them. But, you know, and then, like, all the characters running around going, we got to get out of here. It's like, you know, nothing bad's going to happen to anybody.
Not to mention, like, if there's also one thing. Were you there when they rescued Max from the hospital? Did you see that one?
No.
Okay, well,
And here's another thing too. Like, how on earth is Max's consciousness inside the? I mean, I get with some latent psychic abilities. You know, it's like you can be trapped, but it's like the kids are physically there. You know, it's like just Max's mind is trapped there somehow.
Yes.
How?
That's how they described
Another
it.
plot device.
That's how they described it. But yeah, it's just
We
like,
got to somehow get Max in this show.
I mean, but that's that whole like the. I forget what movie it was, but there's a movie about that where you can't go too far or you'll get lost in there. I think it was the Poltergeist or something like that. But regardless, her mind is stuck there and her body's back there, which doesn't make any sense because at the end of the season, she woke up, but she was blind and she was talking to I forget what's the boy's name, their black friend. I always forget his name. Lucas. Yeah, Lucas, and she's like, I can't see, Lucas. I can't see. And her eyes are bleeding. And it's like, okay, so she went into a coma. So how did she come back out partially, and then now she's not blind now? It doesn't make any sense. I don't know.
Yeah.
The plot holes. And here's more plot holes right here. Look at this. They sidelined prime characters. They never existed, and now expect us to settle for the shitty ones. So remember the guy that helped Hopper get out of prison, which he was super interesting, and they were playing it up like, hey, we're going to bring this guy back. And then, of course, the one that we already talked about, what's his name?
Dusty's girlfriend.
Dusty's girlfriend completely disappeared. She was kind of like a cult favorite for
especially
everything.
because of the whole Never-Ending Story song she made Dusty sing.
Mm-hmm. Then this kid, I actually didn't really like this character that much. I thought he was kind of annoying, but he was kind of funny because he was the everyman in the scene because he was the guy who's like, whoa, what's going on here? You know, he was that guy because everybody else knew what was going on, so everything was like a mystery to him. I call him like, he was literally what's that character from that new Harry Potter series that they made?
Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about. I can't
remember his name either, but yeah, the guy from the
fat
first Harry
guy.
Potter. Yeah. Because he was the muggle or whatever, and he was just like, oh, look at all this. This is so impressive. How come I've never seen this stuff before?
Exactly, yeah. We see the world through his eyes and his reaction, because his reactions are our reactions.
And then the Russian pilot that took the
Hopper.
Hopper when he came
Joyce.
back, but took Joyce and the writer, the guy, whatever, the newspaper
beardy
article.
shirt pants.
Yeah, that guy, him. And took them to Russia to go rescue Hopper. And remember, they betrayed him, and then they beat the crap out of him. He's like, I am your friends now.
Yeah, we are friends now, yeah.
So.
Again, yeah, but they just didn't want to bring back these actors. And the show already has too many characters. This is why people should, again, if you're going to end the show as poorly as they ended it, at least kill off some people to raise the stakes along the way.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, imagine if, nobody wants Hop to die, but imagine if Hop died. You know, imagine if Joyce died. Imagine if Lucas or anybody, again, Max, at this point, Max, had served no purpose in the show. No purpose.
Yeah.
Literally, you could have cut out all of Max's scenes and it wouldn't have changed anything.
Yeah. It's like they needed a plot device. It's just they literally wanted to bring her back because it's like she's a cult favorite from season 2. She became since 11 had to disappear for season 2, they had to bring in the new girl boss character, that was in the friend group.
And the other thing too, there were too many girl boss scenes. Again, when you have Mrs. Wheeler being girl bossing the fight against the Demogorgons, you're losing the plot. Yeah. Same goes for the fact that Nancy is the only person that can wield a weapon, a firearm in the show.
The only person.
They have shown that Nancy was proficient with firearms for whatever reason, but I refuse to believe a girl that can't weigh more than 90, 85 pounds is the best person to wield a firearm, especially a shotgun. You're telling me 90-pound, a gust of wind could blow her away. Nancy Wheeler is better than Steve, Jonathan, or any of the other boy characters who are all in high school now at wielding a firearm.
Yeah.
Get wrecked. There's no way.
Yeah, it's like when you read the actual testament of the OK Corral shootout. They said someone even said that in this article that I was reading about. It's like the dumbest decision ever made was giving Doc Holliday, the skinny, sickly guy, the shotgun, the double-barrel shotgun, and it even says he shot it once and he threw it down on the ground because it hurt him so bad because he's so skeletal and it pushed him and bruised his shoulder or whatever. Yeah. And then he pulled out his pistols after that.
Yeah. So again, they just no thought real train of thought was put into the show other than we have to have these ridiculous girl boss moments. You know what I mean? I mean, like, it's like they can't let any of the male characters have their moment other than Will, and the only reason Will gets to have his moment is because, well, he's gay.
Yeah.
He's an LGBTQ member, that he is a protected class, therefore he gets special
but
powers.
Here's the other thing. Now, granted, I don't remember because I need to go back and rewatch seasons 3 and 4, but they ejected all the evil or the whatever it's called from Will in season 2.
Yeah.
So he actually should have had no connection to Vecna anymore.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make any sense. And he was relegated to background character, and all of a sudden there's like, we're going to bring his powers back just because.
Yeah.
It makes zero sense.
Again, this is how you know that the show was meant to end at season 1. There was not supposed to be a continuation. Because again, even the monster in season 2 didn't make a whole lot of sense. You know what I mean? It's like,
well, that's the big baddie in this season.
yeah, but
so.
what I'm saying is like it didn't make sense. Like that collective hive mind monster that like how is Will seeing this? You know what I mean? It's like he was still in the real world. He wasn't in the upside down. How did it infect him? Is like what they're saying is his soul is split between the two worlds, and it can affect him from the because if he's in the upside down,
only when that's what they justified, the Demogorgons that are nearby. Whenever the Demogorgons are nearby in the underground, that's when he feels the connection, and that's the ridiculous nature to it. But that again, and like I said, they forget things from the other seasons too. It's like I said, they retcon stuff from the other seasons because if you remember in season 2. You remember those little tendrils that were on the ground? If you touched those, he knew where you were. The hive mind knew where you were. And then all of a sudden in this series, they're walking all over him, and Vecna has no clue what's going on whatsoever because plot device.
Yeah. It's, again, so dumb. But again, that's how I will say it again. It was never meant to go past season 1. Season 1 started and ended perfectly. Then season 2 came in, and season 2 wasn't bad. It just wasn't... It didn't capture the magic of the first.
That's the Netflix / any
when there's
series.
Too much money to be made.
No, yeah, any series. That's the rule with making a series like this. Leave it on a cliffhanger. Mm-hmm. Leave it on a ambiguous cliffhanger that we could continue if the show's a hit. Mm-hmm. And that's the point. It's like I have no doubt that they just wanted that to be it was too long to tell in a movie, but they wanted to just tell that in a story and call it a day. And it's like, oh. It's really popular. You're making more.
Yeah. Yeah. So, again, Chad described this show like an anime. It's like an anime that didn't have an ending written, so they just keep trying to tie more and more stuff together.
No, any anime. I go back. I use Dragon Ball Z because Dragon Ball Z is the best example. It's like, oh, it's Goku's training to fight Raditz, and Raditz is actually scared of Vegeta. Coming in the planet. So the Vegeta comes. It turns out Vegeta's scared of Frieza.
Yeah. Vegeta. Yeah. Raditz is a minion of Vegeta. Vegeta is a minion of Frieza. Frieza is a minion of his father.
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
and then just like, then it goes, okay, so that was he was the most powerful being in the universe. And I said, it turns out actually, the most powerful being in the universe now is Cell.
Yeah.
And then like, oh, actually the most powerful in the universe now is Majin Buu.
Yeah.
And then it comes out the next series, it's actually Lord Beerus.
Yeah.
And then it just keeps going. Like, okay, guys, at one point we just got to be like, enough's enough.
Yeah, enough is enough. Well, again, yeah, and Stranger Things suffered the same thing with Dragon Ball Z. It's like when they rebooted Dragon Ball Z, it's just like, dude, you're like 30 years too late. I mean, even with us, with our short attention span over here in the West, it's like 5 years is too late. You know, it's like Stranger Things. It's like, I forgot that was a show. Yeah. You know.
Well, that's what I've heard now is like in Japan, if they're suffering like a economic crisis, they have a downturn, they reboot. Yeah, they either reboot Pokemon or like Dragon Ball Z, and like that's their thing. Like,
to stimulate the economy.
Americans will buy this shit.
Yeah.
So anyway, and then we get back to see if we have any more spoilers that we missed. Yeah, the Demogorgons were nowhere to be found on their home, on the abyss of their home, and this was a huge deal. Like at the very end, yeah. I mean, and remember, Demogorgons were popping out of the woodworks, attacking everybody in Hawkins, and Demodogs showed up at the hospital to attack Max.
Yeah.
And, like, where did they go? They just, all of a sudden, they all just disappeared. And, like, nobody killed the Demodogs. The Demodogs just showed up for the hospital scene and got killed supposedly, and then just disappears. Like, okay, so
Well,
they were,
I thought they were immortal. Like, I mean, like none of the Demogorgons actually die.
yeah, well, no, like Will. It
Until
turns out
Will
they
does.
are. They said it turns out they are. That's the thing. Is like Will kills them in that one episode of 4 or
Yeah.
whatever, but then they revive it so that way he can reconnect to the hive mind again.
So death has no meaning to the Demogorgons.
No, then they burn it. Then they burn it so good that it's gone. But yeah, same thing. But yeah, it's just like, okay.
Well, so,
whatever.
but I mean, like, what is life to a Demogorgon though? It's like, if you can kill it, like breaking its arm, severing its spine, and it's laying on the ground there for like 10 minutes, it's like, oh, it can be revived. How?
Good question.
You know, I again, I don't know how the biology of the Demogorgon works, but it just seems like if it was dead and like laying lifeless on the ground, it's like, oh no, we can rebuild it. You know, it's like, what?
The fight with the Mind Flayer was a letdown. Plot armor at its finest. Like, yeah, it was a huge letdown. Turns out that the Mind Flayer is on the planet. He's the giant spirals that they're connecting the kids into. It comes out and it's a giant spider-like creature like that. And made zero sense is like they try to lure it into a canyon to attack it, why Elle goes inside to fight Vecna because it's inside, because it's the tower itself. She goes inside of it to attack Vecna on the inside, and they're like, we'll attack it from the outside, so that way, because it's all hive mind, so it'll feel whatever's going on, despite the fact that it's enormous compared to them. It's like, so bullets would feel like nothing, but like Nancy shoots it, Vecna gets hurt on the inside, and is like, oh, like that, and then Elle takes advantage of it, and you're just like, that would have felt like a bee sting or an ant bite. It would have been like annoying, but it would have been like, oh, I've got to stop
Yeah.
what I'm doing, despite the fact, again, makes no sense. How are the Demogorgons able to shrug off bullets, but the Mind Flayer's like, M4 shot me. Oh, God. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
dying.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then they just proceeded. Remember, Nancy's the only one with guns again. Everybody else is attacking it with either Molotov cocktails or, in Steve and Dustin's case, spears. They go to attack it with spears. Like, that's the stupidest thing in the world. They're underneath it attacking it
There
with
are
spears.
so many guns on the ground at those military bases. I just don't understand that they didn't give it out. Again, I mean, why would you grab a gun? Like, Nancy's retarded for getting a gun because they don't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
But again, whenever certain characters use certain things, they work better than whenever background characters do. Again, that's how you know it's bad writing. You know, bad. Like, whenever trained military soldiers use their guns, they don't work. But whenever the main characters grab them, the bullets become more effective.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, plot armor at its finest.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is another one. Another good question. If Will was connected to the hive mind, shouldn't he have died as well? And yeah, this is a good question. Like, Will was in his mind when Elle threw him on a spike and like impaled him to death.
Mm-hmm.
And Will was in his mind when it happened. So anytime the Demogorgons are set on fire or shot at, he's over there, oh, like I said, but Vecna gets impaled and he's like, ugh.
Well, that's how you know the power of coming out really works. Like, it gives you, it is plot armor.
Yeah. Yeah. The Abyss felt safer than the Upside Down. Yes, they never got attacked by anything when they were in the Abyss, which is the other planet that he was trying to collide into our world or whatever. Yeah, but again, that's what I said. That's what it was like. This is the Demogorgons' homeworld, and you didn't see them there once.
Yep.
So it doesn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah, and then they had Sarah Connor in the show, you know, freaking Linda Hamilton, Sarah Connor, like that. Talk about the last bit of 80s nostalgia bait you could throw into a show, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Then let's see here.
But she felt really out of place, too.
Yeah, she did. Like, doesn't make any sense. Did I miss the episode of the Vanish? Yeah, again, Susie just disappears. So what? The military and Dr. K just decided that, we're just going to let everybody go.
Oh, she didn't get killed or anything?
No, she didn't. After they watch Elle disappear into the upside down as it's being blown up for the last time, and they're just like, oh, guess we'll just leave.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and how is it that, like, Hopper and all them just would never be, like, wouldn't they just be thrown in jail forever? You know what I'm saying? Like, he broke into a military base multiple times.
Mm-hmm. Killed several military personnel.
Elle killed soldiers. Hop killed soldiers. You know, it's like, obviously we know the Army's representation of America and the big bad guy in the show's writing, but I mean, it's crazy.
So the fans aren't happy with the writing of season 5 of Stranger Things. The writing in Stranger Things has slowly gotten worse and worse as the episodes go on. The show that was supposed to be a shelter to freaks and outcasts ended up with writing choices meant only to please general audiences that want nothing to do with the said outcasts. Oh, Stranger Things, you could have been the greatest. This is the problem. Is like, well, it's designed. The show was designed to play to a huge audience.
A general audience, yeah.
Everybody can identify with the outcast character because everybody feels like an outcast to a degree. The kid that is the most preppiest douchebag in high school feels like an outcast to a degree. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's literally. I mean, I could literally sum it up. One of our best friends was the quarterback of our team, but he came to our school his sophomore year. He always felt like an outsider, and he's mine and his best friend, and he felt like an outsider with some of the people that he was with all the time, but we're his best friends. Like, everybody feels like an outcast to a degree, despite the fact that on paper, this guy is the most popular, should be the most
You're the quarterback,
you've
banged all the prettiest girls in school. What do you mean you feel like an outsider?
Exactly.
Again, this is the same reason why everyone identifies with Spider-Man. Like, Spider-Man is a self-imposed outsider. You know, it's like, again, even the kid who's got the best work ethic in the school feels like an outsider because his level of work ethic and commitment to whatever it is, whether it be being the quarterback, whether it be being the smart, being the best at math or algebra, is self-isolating to some degree because he's achieving a goal.
Yeah.
It's like when everyone else is like, why are you doing that? Why are you working that? It's like everyone else you feel like you're a self-imposed outsider. We all feel like self-imposed outsiders. We're all wondering if we actually are accepted by the group or if the group is just putting up with us. Yeah. Everyone feels that way.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's why Steve's arc is actually a very interesting arc in the show because Steve goes from being the coolest kid in school
saying the things and doing the things that everyone wants him to do to being like, I feel like a dirtbag, I'm going to change my ways.
Yeah, to season 2 where he has the new guy, which is Max's brother, come in that's challenging him for the spot of the coolest kid in school. And then you go to Steve's arc in season 3 where he's working at a mall, like donut or like ice cream shop, and he's a loser. He's like, he feels like he's a loser again. He's like, wow, I am not cool anymore.
Yeah.
When I'm in the real world, nobody gives a crap that I was the cool guy in high school.
Again, I was top dog in high school. Now I'm bottom of the barrel working at an ice cream shop, and nobody gives a dang. Again, that's how guys live their lives. You know, it's like you're top of the food chain in high school. Then you graduate, you're like, oh, I don't have any money and I have no useful skills.
There is a reason why Steve became like this cultural icon character throughout the series because he became extremely relatable.
Exactly.
All right, let's see here. How in the world did this get out of the writer's room? Y'all final thoughts on final season of Game of Thrones was bad. Final season of Stranger Things season 5 is a trope-driven slop fest. The acting was horrible. The writing was abysmal. I will need to drink heavily for the final episode on New Year's.
Go back to that back one, too.
Yeah.
That other one. So talking about the how it's slop for general audiences, no, it's slop for the LGBTQ community is what it is.
Correct.
I mean, that's what they're appealing to. We're going to sacrifice our writing and add this LGBTQ crap and use it as a shield. So if anybody watches this, they'll be like, you guys just don't understand because you guys are anti-gay. It's like, no, it's bad writing, and they're using the gay stuff as a shield.
Yeah, so that way anybody who criticizes it go, well, you're just homophobic.
Yes.
That's literally what they're doing because, again, characters who every main character in the show took a back seat to Will and Robin in this series.
Yep.
Everybody.
Gay man and Robin.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. But yes, this is what's going on with this. So
we gotta hurry. We gotta start going through the memes, man, because we're running out of time.
Like, I'm really baffled by how shit the season finale actually was. There was no way y'all took as long-ass time to make this garbage. The writing and acting was terrible. This can't be the same Stranger Things.
Dude, the kids' actors were horrible. Like, I swear, like, any kid actor in this was like the Wheeler's little sister, horrible actress. You know, but I mean, what are you going to do? You can't replace her because she's been in the show since the day one as just like the little 3-year-old.
That's another thing is like she's been in the show since season 1, at least the Wheeler's sisters. I don't know if it's the same little girl actor since it is. Okay, well, amazing. But little girl actress, been at all along, but she has never been a main character. She is literally as much as a character as the dad has been to this point.
Yeah.
So what? All of a sudden, it's like, let's make the Wheeler sister
A main character.
What's going on? What's going on again? So 3 people who have been backseaters the entire series became the main primary focus. Will, Robin, Holly Wheeler,
Yep.
whatever. It's like, what is going on here? These are the 3 main characters in this season when we're trying to close arcs of the primary cast.
Yeah. Again, it's like the writers didn't know what the heck to do with the show.
Said awful writing, ridiculous plot armor. Yeah, remember this, like the Demodogs when they come to the hospital to attack Max, they literally kill a soldier, like 2 soldiers in front of Robin, and so Lucas is, and she warns Lucas to grab Max and get her out of the hospital. So he picks her up and is running her to the elevator, and the dogs are about to charge. One of the dogs is about to charge him in the elevator. He kicks it and knocks it away, despite the fact you just saw it take down 2 grown men with pistols.
Yep.
It's like plot armor armor when convenient.
Yeah, main characters add 100% capability to everything that they do.
Last one on this one. Always thought Stranger Things lost its horror aspect after season 2. Now I know that the true horror is the effing writing.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, but yeah, no, season 1 and 2 were again, it's the same reason why the first Jurassic Park is actually the only good Jurassic Park, because it's the only one that delves into horror. It's a horror movie because you're like, oh, I'm scared. What's going to happen next? Even if you've seen it a million times, you're like, the tension, it's so good. The tension in the first and second season were there.
That's why most studios will tell you why when they're first up and coming, like New Line Cinema is the perfect example. Horror movie. Freddy Krueger is literally, Nightmare on Elm Street is what made New Line Cinema.
It's the franchise that built New Line Cinema. Yeah.
And then New Line Cinema became Oscar-worthy during
Lord
of the Rings. But
it was built on the House of Krueger.
Exactly. It was built on the house of Nightmare on Elm Street. And nobody likes to admit these things, but most up-and-coming studios get their starts from comedies
and horror.
Or horror. Because, again,
cheap.
They're cheap. They're cheap to make. They're easy and cheap to make. And you don't have to get epic actors. You literally go find a bunch of nobody, pretty good-looking people, and then you get
Who was David Arbor before this? The biggest name they had in the show was Winona Ryder. Yeah. Everybody else was a nobody. David Arbor was a nobody. He had been in a couple of big flicks, but nobody knew David Arbor's name.
They didn't go to those movies to watch David Arbor.
Yeah. James, the Quantum of Solace, James Arbor's in it. Oh, you got to go check it out. James Arbor's in Quantum of Solace. Like, who gives a shit?
Yeah, but then we have this TV, but it's gay. Netflix.
Yeah. Seriously. Again, we have one of the ones on here. It's like 40% of all programming on Netflix has LGBTQ community people in it.
Oh yeah.
Remember, the LGBT community is less than 1% of the population.
Yeah. Then here's this one. More problems with Stranger Things season 5. Max not being blind. The ending of season 4. Why did we end the last season like there would be this massive war, but instead the city was entirely repaired, and we did this type of hide and seek with Vecna stuff? Yep. That was disappointing, extremely disappointing.
Yeah, again, that's why the openings. I literally was asking Chad when the show started. I was like, "Hey, man, I said start on episode 1," and he was like, "This is episode 1."
But this is what we talk about. Actually, they talk about this in regards to Halo. Was like when Master Chief at the end of Halo 2, they left on a cliffhanger where Master Chief jumps back in to Earth on one of the Covenant ships. Now, granted, there's a comic and I think a book that goes in between there that Chief was doing a lot of crap in between.
First Strike.
Yeah, in between. No, not the first one. We're talking Halo 2 to Halo 3.
Yeah. Oh, Halo
2 to Halo 3. I'm sorry. Did I say Halo 1?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Halo 2 to Halo 3 because Halo 2 is the one that left off on the cliffhanger. Then Halo 3, has a comic or a tie-in, like a book tie-in that shows that he was doing stuff on that ship actively, like in fighting a bunch of Covenant. But we didn't know that. You don't have to read the comic to understand that. You can go from, where he left off in game 2
to
3 and go, oh, he literally just jumped off that Covenant carrier after, there was no need. Like in this, that's basically what happened. He's like, wait, what the hell's been going on? They should have picked right back up like we're coming into town to save the day. It's like, nope, that didn't happen. We've been just chilling and training this whole time.
Yeah. Again, so dumb. So dumb.
Enzo, yep, Enzo. Where's Susie? Dimension X, the Upside Down. We've been told that the Upside Down is a bridge between Hawkins and the Dimension X. However, until then, we only saw this in Season 4 when 11 pushed Henry through the portal. Why are we building up a new place so late in the series? Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Because they had to completely change that. And two, this is what we talked about too. We forgot to talk about this. Was like, if that's Dimension X, but how are they? And it's connected between Hawkins and this Dimension X. How did Hopper get pushed into Russia?
Yeah, it's like, again, all the stuff with Russia, we just retcon that. Like, again, there's no mention of Hop being in Russia outside of Season 4.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like the whole Russia stuff didn't even happen in Season 5.
Yeah, Season 3 and 4.
Mm-hmm. Well, Season 3,
all
he
about
just
the
gets
Russians.
pushed to Russia.
Mm-hmm.
And then Season 4, it's Hop trying to get back from Russia.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like, but that's the thing. Is like, we were spying on Russia. They were using this other dimension. They were using the underground to spy on
But
Russia
then,
or whatever.
as you talked about, the wall just severs it in Hawkins. Like, the end of the world is outside of the Upside Down in Hawkins. So how does the Upside Down exist in Russia?
Yeah,
exactly. I get what they're going to say. It's like, oh, it's just a psychic plane. It's like, what? But it's a physical place, too.
Yeah. Again, this is what we just talked about. Holly Wheeler. Don't get me wrong. Actress has done well, but why are we focusing on a side character so late into the series? I could argue that with every 3 characters that we just talked about. That's what we've been talking about this whole time.
Yeah.
Other main characters left behind. Yeah. So many characters that were doing things.
Murray was way too involved in the series. Like, Murray's character, like, don't get me wrong. Like, is Murray kind of he's a character of levity and fun? Yes, but Murray's a plot device character. He doesn't really need to be there. Again, in this show, Murray is the plot device. Like, they have access to technology they shouldn't have access to, and like they don't even say Murray brings it to them. They just have it, and they go, "Well, I'm sitting there going, I'm guessing Murray must have brought it to them, because how would he have access to weapons grade like tracking devices?"
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, that too, and then the sheer fact that he's also a groomer behavior. Because remember, he's the one that encourages
Jonathan and
Nancy to hook up at his house. You're just like, that's not weird.
Yeah. Again, an enabler of bad decisions, you know.
11 has been made a side character in her own series. Yeah, that we just talked about that. Absolutely insane. Nancy, Jonathan, and Steve. Yeah, the love triangle again, which never made any sense. Like, the whole point is like they've been progressing Nancy and Jonathan this whole time, and then just like, oh, I
throw
don't want to
Steve
be
back
together.
in there for fun.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
well, and again, I mean, at this point, knowing what we know about Rob, like in season 3, like I could have seen Steve and Robin getting together, but now I'm glad they're not getting together, because Robin is a horrible person. Like, Robin doesn't deserve Steve.
yeah. Vecna's arc. Said last season, Vecna Henry was given back a story, plot twist, and overall character building that gave us a primary human-like villain for the things in the Upside Down. The season, its default, non-complex big bad guy energy with the weird undertones. Yes. Like, he is very strange in this. And then, 2, it turns out that the reason why he's bad is because of the Mind Flayer, not because he's just bad.
Yeah. Again, misunderstood villain arc, all that bullshit. You know, and again, he's number 1. He was forced, handwritten into that show. You know, like, he didn't need to be in there. You know, like, his character doesn't need to be in there. But, you know, they had to have a villain to justify keeping the Upside Down open. Because, again, if it ended with season 1 when it was supposed to, the psychic person who opened the gate is the one who closed the gates by sacrificing herself. It's like, perfect ending.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, now we have to justify keeping it open, so we have to write Vecna into it.
Yeah. So this one, more problems. Nobody cared about Ted.
Yeah,
at
poor
all.
Ted. Yeah. I mean, Ted, my favorite character. Like, Ted came in, like, with a golf club and was ready to protect his family. And again, doesn't do anything. Like, golf club doesn't do anything. But again, Mrs. Wheeler, power of women, feminism. Like, she was able to nearly defeat the Demogorgon with a broken wine bottle.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. Stranger Things started as a bingy 80s sci-fi nostalgia show, then slowly shifted into gay propaganda. The change wasn't organic. It wasn't accidental. This is normalizing sin. This is Hollywood. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, and again, it just Will and Robin come off as serial narcissists in the show.
Yeah, here it is. The Demogorgon fighting the army versus fighting main characters. This is what people are talking about. I'm going to kill the music just in case. So and here she is fighting off, and here it is fighting off main characters. Is like no issue. Like they come at them with such,
Yeah, the Demogorgons
energy.
Way faster and way stronger than we've ever seen the Demogorgons be. Like, the Demogorgons were something you could run away from. That's why they teleported to get to you. Now it's like they don't need to teleport. They'll just sprint and go up to about 40, 50 miles an hour. It's like that. It basically does away with their need to teleport.
Mm-hmm.
Why do I need to teleport when I can just run 60 miles an hour to catch you?
Yeah. There we go. Right here. This is it. They're not even trying to hide it anymore. Here's the scene I was telling you about where he trying to get in the elevator. Boom. Just kicks it. No issue anymore.
Yeah.
And then look at it. See, took down a grown man right there.
Yeah.
Guy shooting it, it just immediately just manhandles him. These things can rip a person around, but Lucas can just kick it off like no big issue whatsoever while he's holding somebody.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else we got? Oh, yeah, the hints that Will's been gay all along.
He's a sensitive kid. Lonnie used to say he was queer, called him a fag.
Is he?
He's missing, is what he is.
Is he? Again, that's a throwaway line. Like that's I've heard actual fathers say that about sons. Like I've heard relatives call, like I've heard uncles call their own kids that. And you know what? Their kids are not, and they're married now. It's like they just said that, because they grew up in different times. It's like we grew up like we're millennials, so we're a little bit of a sheltered generation. But just because they're a little bit more sensitive doesn't mean they're going to grow up and be gay. They just were shy kids. It's like, yeah, but that's what happens. Like when your dad's like a brash, outgoing, like narcissistic dude who likes to drink and party, and your kid's like a very nervous kind of like, I like to build models and stuff. You're like, oh, my kid's probably a fag. It's like, I've heard that said about multiple of my friends, and those friends aren't gay. They're married. Again,
exactly.
It's just something that this is just them justifying previous stuff. It's like going, see, it's hinted at. It's like, no, that's a throwaway line. That was them. That's the show showing that Will's dad is a dickhead, not that Will's gay. Because again, that's what they would do. It's like you basically what are you doing? Prove the dickhead dad right. Yeah, basically.
Exactly.
You know what? Will's deadbeat dad was right all along. He is gay. Oh, I guess he's the best one to know, huh?
Then here we go. Here, more proof from season 3.
Destroying everything, and for what? So you can swap spit with some stupid girl? Elle's not stupid. It's not my fault you don't like girls.
Again, stop. That doesn't mean that he's gay. It just means that he's not sexually interested in girls yet. Like, I remember being like there were kids in second grade who were already dating each other when I was a kid. And I was like, and I was literally under the impression that girls had cooties, in the second grade. Like, I remember seeing kids holding hands in second grade and being like, what are they doing? Like, girls, gross, man. Like, I want to go out and play paintball with the boys.
Yeah. Exactly.
So, again, like, you can be a late bloomer and not be gay. They're just, again, that's just dialogue that they put in there to justify it. They're going back and retrospectively saying that now.
Jack Posobiec posted this. Netflix would never, and it says, if they imagine a Stranger Things was good, and it's Will holding up a crucifix to the Demogorgon.
Yeah.
I love it. I love that. That's funny. And then, of course, season 5 leak. The power of gay and friendship will
He's
stop
like
you.
Captain Planet, but gay. Oh, wait, Captain Planet is gay.
Yeah. Yeah, season 5, Stranger Things.
Attention, please. Attention. I am gay. Repeat. I am very gay. Just go about your business normally as heterosexuals.
Guys, that is literally the perfect video of like modern LGBTQ people. Like, back then, when Jim Carrey's making fun of it on the what Life in Color or whatever that show was
Living
called,
in Color,
Living in Color, that was parody. Now it's reality. Because I mean, seriously, I mean, how many times have you seen something like that actually happen? It's like going, "Hey, you can't do that because I'm gay."
Mm-hmm.
You know, again, they are at a protected class, and now we're over it. And again, another great meme right here. Holy cow! Look at him, just beating him over the head with the pride flag.
Yeah, that's what won the day was the gay. Then you sent me this one.
Can you see them, William? Do you know why I chose the children to reshape the world?
It's to start an island like Epstein.
Yes. No, it is because they are weak, easily controlled. And you were my first, William. I could see that you were different. I chose you because
I'm gay.
Yeah, no. Can you see them, William?
Yeah, it's like that's literally so Vecna represents the audience. Is like, no, nobody cares that you're gay.
Yeah, again, it's as I'll say this. I've said it once. I'll say it 100 more times. Every scene where Robin and Will talk feels so forced, so unnecessary. Again, so inappropriate in this time. It's like, what else would you talk about near the end of the world other than who you want to bang? It's like, I think you talk about not being a narcissist and trying to solve the problem at hand. You know, whenever I'm coming up with an op order or coming up with a plan to lead my soldiers, I don't go, by the way, guys, I'm super into Asian girls, and that matters. You know what I mean? You need to know this. My sexual preferences are your business.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no kidding. Then we have this right here. How did we go from this to this? And I'm going to play this a little bit. I think there's music. I'm going to turn it off because of the music.
Yeah.
But you can see what's going on. The Demogorgon just wrecking all the soldiers.
And again, and it's like what we talk about with good shows. It's like there's no weight to this battle. You know what I mean? Like there's no weight. Like I don't feel like there's any stakes here. It's like, oh, okay, generic army guy's going to get, sliced and diced by a monster. Cool. Like if it was more individual, like there was only a handful of soldiers, it might have a little bit more weight. But look at him just jumping around, being immune to everything, I mean, we've seen the Demogorgons take battle damage before.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, isn't it possible it could be like the Wolverine and you could just shoot it until there's not an ounce of cells left of the thing, Yeah. Just keep creating holes until there's nothing left of it?
Theoretically, yes, you would think. Now,
But again, bullets don't work. I mean, they wear plot armor and they're bulletproof when they need to be bulletproof, and they're not whenever Will's using his gay powers or his .22 rifle.
So we go from epic, fight scene or whatever to this.
Butter, and we like drinking Coke with Pop Rocks, and we like races, and trading comics, and NASA, and Steve Martin, and Lucky Charms, and literally all the same things. I don't like girls.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
Yeah. I mean, again, talk about, like, this is right before they go in to go fight Vecna, too, right?
Yep.
Like, I mean, again, why, how narcissistic is it that, again, whoever wrote this is not doing the gay community any service. Like, guys, you know what's more important than saving the world? Letting your friends know that you're gay.
This is exactly the point that every Republican conservative makes about in schools. It's like, what? Let's teach kids about history. What do we need to worry about history? Why do we need to put LGBTQ history in? Who cares? What matters is what the people did to shape the world. It doesn't matter what their sexual orientation was.
Well, kids, it's really important that you know that Alexander the Great might have been gay.
Yeah. He might have had some random hookups with men.
It's more important. The Battle of Thermopylae, it's not as important as the fact that the Spartans liked to molest kids. They were all gay all along. In fact, you, the audience, were gay all along, too.
Here's this next one. You loved this one.
Oh, yeah.
Joyce,
oh, my God.
Joyce, hop. Will is dead. And then Joyce says,
oh, no.
And he goes, that's right. Dead serious about not liking girls.
That one is so good, dude. That is my favorite one by far.
That one's great, dude.
Oh, my
I love
God.
that one. I do love that one. What do we got here? Oh, come on. Work, computer. That's what I hate when the computer doesn't want to work. We got so much stuff to get through, too. Here we go. We'll just do this one instead. I love you. I like girls. And it's Robin. And then Steve to Robin's girlfriend. I love you. Goes, I like girls, too. Goes, why doesn't anyone like boys? It's Will. I like boys.
Yeah. You know, and then the other thing, too, is that one thing we didn't mention is, you know, everyone who actually likes and cares about Will, you know, this is during there's no such thing as the AIDS pandemic. It was just degenerates living degenerate lifestyles. Because a pandemic is something you can't control. It's like airborne. AIDS was never airborne, so it can't be considered a plague or a pandemic. Because it's only transmitted by physical touch. And specific,
but
and only
knew
specific
that at the time.
Only specific types of physical touch too.
Yes.
Transferring of bodily fluids.
Yes.
But this is peak AIDS pandemic time in the 80s. You know what I mean? So guess what? Nobody would be psyched that Will's gay because again they thought that it was. I mean, you ask the Christians and stuff back then, they go, "Oh, well, this is just a plague taking out the gays because they're living an immoral lifestyle." Mm-hmm. You know.
Well, technically, I mean that's really what it is.
It really is. I mean, technically, that is what it is.
Yeah. It's like if you live a moral, degenerate lifestyle where you're just only caring about pleasure, you're more likely to get AIDS. Yeah. Who would have guessed?
Exactly. So no one in Will's friends group should be pumped about this.
Yeah. Exactly. They'd be like, "Ugh,
Will, you might get AIDS."
Yeah. That's where their headspace should have been. But I love this one. The world is ending, Will.
Oh my gosh.
I love it. I love it, man. These are good. The memes coming out of this are so
fire,
good, dude.
Fire, dude.
So if Will had a black family.
I don't like girls.
That's it? That's all you want to say? What, baby? We knew that. Right. We already knew that. Baby, we've been talking about that for years. We all knew that. We all talked about it. We all knew. Yeah, we waiting on you to say something. We don't rush nobody to come out. You come out when you want to. That's fine. That's fine. You all right. You all right. We know that. Baby, we knew back when you was a little boy.
We knew.
Yeah, baby, when somebody love you, it don't matter if you're gay or not. Right. They're going to love you anyway. And we love you. Your family loves you, okay?
I'm so proud of you.
I just...
Oh, my God. That was so stupid. Oh, my God.
It was stupid. What else we got? Oh, yeah. Dude, we got a bunch of good ones, man. I got a bunch of good ones. Okay, what do we got here? The most cringe serious moments of the year.
I'm gonna be a dad.
I'm gonna be a dad, and I don't like girls.
God, yeah, holy shit, guys.
Yeah, two of the gayest series to come out in the last, year.
Yeah, and again, failing miserably. Ruining IP. But again, I mean, The Last of Us Season 2 was already going to be ruined because nobody liked the game either.
Season 5 turning point. Look, see, it's the... I love it, man. So, new study claims over 40% of Netflix kids shows are now featuring LGBTQ content.
Yep. You know who the real villain of Stranger Things is? Us. The people who don't like the gay community. We're the true villains of the show. The people criticizing the show. The reviewers.
Yeah. Next one. Stranger Things receives the lowest episode rating in show history after character Will Byers comes out as gay.
And again, it just goes to show you, too, it's like, it's basically proving all the theories of what people on the right say about gays. It's like, well, the only reason people are gay is because of trauma that happens in their life whenever they're sexually traumatized when they're young kids.
Yep.
That's exactly what happens to Will. Sexually traumatized by Vecna as a little kid.
Yep.
I guess it's according to Stranger Things, it's the number one predictor of becoming gay.
Yeah. That's why I have this study pulled up right here. VUMC News. Study finds LGBTQ people report higher rates of adverse childhood experience than straight people. Worse mental health as adults.
Oh, why is that not surprising?
Mm-hmm. This came out in February 24th, 2022. A new study led by researchers at Vanderbilt found that 83% of lesbian, gay, and bisexual and queer LGBTQ individuals reported going through adverse childhood experience such as sexual and emotional abuse and were worse mental health as adults when compared to their heterosexual peers.
Look, here's the deal about that, too. I mean, they will be abused and sexually abused as kids, and then they'll spend their entire adulthood not facing that trauma, but convincing you that the real trauma was you not accepting them as gay.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, no, you're hiding from the actual thing that is making you choose the lifestyle that you're living. It's like the trauma you experienced as a kid when you were sexually abused. That's the problem. The problem isn't us not accepting your lifestyle choice. It's you not facing the actual problem or dealing with that emotional damage that you experienced as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you came out on top of that, you wouldn't change your life because you were abused as a kid.
Which brings up the question, are you, I mean, it's the age-old question, is are you gay?
Are you born gay?
Are you gay because you were molested or have some sort of sexual or physical or some type of abuse or trauma as a child? Or are you more likely to be abused for being gay and having something traumatic happen to you? So that's the question, and I would argue, as always, that it's the other. It's because they were abused as a child, and then they've convinced themselves that they were born this way.
Yeah, that's what I would say too. Again, they're abused, and they're justifying their abuse by living this lifestyle.
And it makes sense because it makes sense. Is like a guy who's abused by a man, say a guy who's abused by a man, feels more feminine because he's been abused and used by a male figure in
and
his
humiliated.
Life. Exactly. So then he feels more feminine. Then a female gets abused. We'll just say that both the perpetrators are abused by a male victim. So then they're like, I don't want anything to do with men anymore because that experience brings back traumatic events for me.
Yeah.
So I'm going to completely shut myself away from men and go the other route.
Yeah.
So absolutely, you can see where the abuse comes from.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, they will deny that. They'll go, nope, I was born this way. It's like, I don't think you were.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, but as you can see here, from the viewing reports, as you can see, 88%, or, it's got a rating of 8, episode 1, episode 5, 8.5, 8.7 for 3, 9.5, episode 4, 8.3, season 5, episode 5, episode 6, 8.5, and then the one where Will Byers comes out is 5.9, the lowest rated episode ever.
Mm-hmm.
So, insane. Absolutely insane. See what else we got. The Vecna stuff, dude. I love the Vecna stuff. Let's get a look at it. What do we have?
He's pregnant. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Happy ending leak for season. Because he does. I mean, at the very end, he's like, "You're just like me, Vecna." When he sees the thing that he gets corrupted by the mind flayer by touching that rock or whatever, you're just like. He's just like, you're just like me. And he's like, no, I reject the world or whatever. It's so stupid.
Oh, yeah.
What do we have here? What's this one? Oh, yeah.
Well, in a show that basically, flips stereotypes on its head, they went with the stereotypical ending, you know? But again, at some point, I have to kind of respect it, though. At least they didn't make the villain be, sympathetic, because I'm so sick of sympathetic villains now, It's like, you can understand if you can understand the villain's things but not make him sympathetic, that's cool. It's like, I understand why the villain does the villainous things, but it doesn't mean I have to like it.
Yep. Next one we have here is, and I said this too, bro wanted Mike so bad he became L. I'm going to turn off the music so you don't get struck for that. And he did. He literally becomes her. I mean, he literally takes her powers and becomes better than her in the series.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's true. That is so true. What else we got here? Man.
You're gay. You're one of them queers. You're girly pop. You're gay. You're gay. You're one of...
Oh my God, I love it,
dude.
I love it. I love it, man. Okay, what else we got? I've got so many that we can go through here. Okay, here we go. Let's start off here. Netflix, a great show so far. Gay
stuff.
Yep. That makes 100% sense. Then we've got gayer things. Oh, there's no sound with it. That's fine.
Well, again, Netflix doesn't. You can again, if you can say that all those little scenes that they clipped that show that Will was always gay, why do you have to make it so over the top? You know, if being gay is this subtle thing, leave it as a subtle thing so it doesn't ruin the storytelling. But when you start preaching, when you have a character like Robin become the LGBTQ priest, you know, it's like, I will lead you to salvation. Just worship the church of self.
Yeah. And everything was about them. Like, I felt free. I realized that I was the master of my own destiny.
Me.
Everything is me. It's like, whereas, let's think, Christianity actively teaches you to focus outwardly,
deny
not
the
inwardly.
self. Deny the self. Deny your wants and desires. You got to take up your cross and follow Christ. Not, hey, Jesus, you're supposed to follow me, man. What are you doing?
Exactly. That's the whole point. Is like, having a family is the most outward thing you could possibly do, because you're caring for other people to a degree, to the extremist degree. Like, this person's survival and upbringing completely is dependent upon me. Whereas the LGBTQ stuff is like, nobody's dependent upon you. You're dependent only on yourself. So here's this POV of Vecna entering Will's mind. This is probably going to be good.
Why are you gay?
Oh my God.
That was epic, man. I love that. Oh my God, dude. These are going to make it better, dude. I'm telling you, they're going to get better. New theory. Did I find a new theory? Yep. See, this is what I was talking about. I was like,
that is cringe right there, man. Like, I was hard to watch. I mean, I guess it's supposed to be hard to watch, but like, again, it's like, this is where Will finds out he's gay, right there in that moment.
yeah. So childhood sexual trauma led to him being gay.
And the writers are all like, no, he was always gay. He was born that way. Oh, okay, well then I guess lucky Will to be taken into the upside down and face effed by the villain. You know, I guess he really enjoyed that.
Movie critics when the movie is about how evil right-wingers are white people.
Yeah, no, I mean, seriously, like, again, who's the real villain of Stranger Things? It's me and Chad for reviewing this show.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's good stuff. Oh yeah, Netflix. A tranny was trying to fit that box spring into a car. It's like literally any show.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh, that's good stuff. What else we got?
Remember our true strength, our faith in Jesus Christ. Remember, Vecna can only kill the body. Our souls are sealed with the Holy Spirit.
Exactly, Mom. To live is Christ and to die is gain. Greater love has no man than this, that he laid down his life for his friends. This is the valley of the shadow of death, just like Psalm 23 talks about. As Christians, God has given us a spirit of power, not fear.
The word of God is sharper than a double-edged sword, the only weapon we need.
Heavenly Father, we declare that no weapon formed against us may stand. But whatever happens, Lord, let your will be done. Amen. Before we do this, let's remember our true strength.
If only that's what it really was instead of what it was.
I will say this, that there's a reason why, like, I actually don't like Christian shows where they start doing that and they quote scriptures and stuff, because that's not what it's like in real life. You know what I mean? Like, whenever you're experiencing real life troubles and struggles, it's like, television and writing, it can't be done by reading. You know what I mean? It has to be done by showing, not telling. Which is why, again, the gay stuff doesn't fit. You know what I mean? So when you're trying to, like, you have to show the person, like when the hero is given the ability to do something wrong, you have to show that they do the right thing, not quote scripture. You know what I mean? So if the hero has a chance to get revenge on the villain and feel cathartic rejoice from doing it, you know, but he chooses a higher path, that's how you show character development. That's how you show someone being righteous and forgiving. You don't do it by having people sit in a prayer circle reading scripture, because that's boring. That's why people don't take Christian movies seriously.
Yeah.
That's the same reason why you enjoy, what's that movie called, Nefarious, but you don't like movies like God's Not Dead.
Yeah.
Because it just ends with everyone reading scripture and celebrating and going to church. You know, it's like, because that's not how it feels like in the real life.
Yeah. Which brings me to this next one. You'll like this one. Me hyping up during that scene.
Oh my god. Oh, dick
That's good. That's good. I knew you'd like that one. Okay, here we go. Dude, we got so many. It's so crazy. Got that one. Okay, let's go to the first one. Just did that one. Okay, yeah. How the year started. I'm going to be a dad. How the year ended. I'm gay. I like that one.
Will's secret was his weakness.
But it's his superpower. Wow, one of the best queer characters we've ever had. What a powerful message to send to kids. Like, no, this isn't your weakness. This is your superpower. This is how you defeat the big, bad, evil monster of the whole show, is accepting what you thought was your weakness.
Being who you are is where our power comes from. It's really powerful, and I'm very moved and touched by that, yeah, even though I play the villain.
Certainly, it's the longest I think we've ever spent writing a scene.
The most nerve-wracking thing was actually not the filming of it, but was initially sending the script to Noah. Because you knew he would be able to do it on the day if it felt truthful to him. And so the fact that it felt truthful.
You can tell, like,
they don't even...
They're fake. They're honing this in. They're just like, oh, yeah, we spent so much time on this. Just like...
Netflix said, we'll pay you extra if you write this character this way. And they're like, done.
Like, that's the look of a man of, like, I'm sick.
That's the look of a defeated man. Like, I have nowhere. I don't have any more creative juices left for this series. And again, it shows, dude. You freaking blew it.
Yeah.
When he read it, it made him cry. I was in okay. I think we didn't screw this up.
Vecna
Press
thought
X
Will's
to doubt.
secret was his weakness.
I don't think anybody was crying when they read that.
No.
I think people were cringing.
Yeah. Gets possessed and traumatized by a demon. Becomes gay. Yeah.
It's almost like the scripture's been saying it all along.
Mm-hmm. Will coming out at the worst time in season 5. Yeah,
It's a Vecna! Wait, what did you just say?
How do we get to Vecna?
That's it! We don't get to him. I don't like girls! So we know, like, this is Earth, and this is the abyss. I like men! White, thin, guys, Vecna is coming. You guys are worried about Vecna coming. I'm coming. See, men. We now know that the upside down is a wormhole. I'm a homosexual. I'm sorry. I just met you. Is this important? I'm gay. No, man. I mean, look at your haircut. I mean, it's been 5 seasons and you haven't touched cooch. I mean, you haven't been one since you came out one. It's the upside down. It's the high.
Oh my
God. Mike.
Don't be a stranger to this day.
How do we get to Vecna?
Oh my God, dude. That was bad. That was bad, dude. Don't be a stranger.
I didn't watch that one all the way through.
Oh my God, dude. What do you have me watching?
No, but that was amazing.
Holy cow.
Oh, God. That was good. That was good.
That's how you should end it.
I wish I'm doing the dick twist on the end.
Gosh.
That was
all
good.
right. Well, let's roll because we got to get going, man. We're way over time.
Oh, crap. Right as it starts. No. Let's go to the next one while we're waiting on that one. Okay. The computer's giving me the old sit and spin now. Come on. There we go.
Try something else. Wait, say that again. This isn't working? No, the other thing. We need to try something else. That's it. We need to try something else. Yes, I get it. Like doing something others aren't doing. Yes, we need to be gay. What? I've got it. We need to like boys. What? No, that's not what I was saying. This whole time, everyone's been attracted to girls, but I figured it out. Think differently. Be gay. We need to be more gay. Gayer than you could ever have imagined. That's not at all what I was saying. And if we could tap into being as gay as we possibly could be, we could take down Vecna and any monster that stands in our way. In what universe is being gay gonna stop any monster from destroying our world? Well, it's not like we've been able to stop them while we were all straight. Will, I don't think you've ever been straight. Well, text one to no one. Please, I'm begging you to stop. This has nothing to do with the plot of the show. We need to gather the others and tell them how gay we are right now. Dude, I'm not doing that. Do you love your friends, Steven? Apparently not like you do. We need to make a public gay statement now. We're not gonna survive this. At this point, I don't think we should survive this. Like, the fact that we're all alive doesn't really make sense. Like, how did Nancy and Jonathan even survive that one scene? It's getting a little bit ridiculous. They lived because I'm gay now, Steve. This is gonna turn out like Game of Thrones, isn't it? Only with slightly more gayness. This isn't working. We need to...
Yeah, that sums up the show.
I don't like girls.
He's a fag.
Oh, Tony Soprano, how we miss you.
Mm-hmm.
If I were in Stranger Things.
Girls.
You know what else is really gay? We're about to go to war with like an all-powerful interdimensional space being, and you made this about how you like getting your butt fucked. When most of you guys should be virgins because you're all children. I don't really want to think about that. And this girl's very obviously the bad guy. So we should all just kill her. And even if she's not, no one likes her. So.
I don't like girls.
Yeah, no. There's a reason why they wrote her out of the rest of the seasons. You know?
Because
nobody cared.
Annoying, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what else we got? Oh, if coming out in the 80s was accurate, yeah. No, that's going to be good.
I don't like girls.
Bro, this nigga gay as fuck.
That's the best one yet.
I told you there are some good ones, man. I told you.
Oh my gosh, dude.
I hate when it does this, man. Let's see if I got any more, but I think we're just about
that's
wrapped
it, man.
up.
We should wrap it up.
All right.
This will be the longest show ever. It's almost coming up on 2 hours, dude.
All right, is it really?
Yeah, dude.
Hot
It's
dog.
almost 9 o'clock. I should have been gone 30 minutes ago.
Oh, I know. See what we got left. All right, we're good. Get rid of that. I might end with that one.
That's
instead.
a better one.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. I am a gay homosexual.
Ew. Sick.
Bro, what are you even talking about?
Honey, I don't think now is the best time for an announcement like that.
Hope you didn't want grandkids, Mom, because this queen thinks girl parts are icky. Dude, you like other guys? Nasty, dude. Correction, I like you, specifically. Hot stuff.
How is telling us this going to help us beat Vecna?
Gonna stick my stranger thing in Vecna's upside down until he gets AIDS. Fabulous! All right, I'm out. Yeah, me too. Sissy rainbow magic.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
I will never, ever understand white people.
That was good. Holy cow.
I told you, man. There are some goals. That's why I said I had to keep going back because there's so many, man.
I don't like girls.
Fucking gross.
I'm a poo pirate.
You probably should have kept that to yourself.
I don't like girls.
Oh, dude, I told you, man. The ones I had further back get better. I saved the best stuff for the end, man.
Fucking gross.
See, you love it. You love it, don't you?
I love it.
Oh, yeah.
Trans
This is
normal.
important. Yeah, this is all the Netflix shows that are pushing this agenda.
Remember, 40% of Netflix shows have LGBTQ propaganda in them.
I used a different name and pronouns.
I'm Frankie. Pronouns they, them.
As a transberry, I love living out loud as my most authentic self.
I know I'm safe when I'm with my friends or other non-binary people.
He's the undisputed champion of my heart.
My name is Charles. I use they and them for my pronouns.
Banafi will slide that runway.
Nightshade's pronouns are they, them.
He or she just doesn't fit who I am.
Welcome to your crash course in holiday self-expression.
I'm trans, Norma.
That's it. Restarted.
So sickening now. Like, this is what they're pushing on your kids. And if you're not paying attention, this is why you should cancel all your subscription services.
Yeah.
It's absolutely insane. We just saw this, so I pulled this one up twice. Okay. But yeah. Worst episode ever. They're pushing all this stuff on your kids. And again, Corey, here's your favorite. Right. I'm dead serious about not liking girls. Yep. Oh, man, but it's good stuff. All right. Well, we'll end it. Which one do you want me to end it with? That one or the other one?
I don't know. Pick one.
So I can't decide, man. They're both so good.
Hi, everyone. I am a gay homosexual.
This is the one where he dances like a queen at the end, and this is the one.
Will they shoot him? I would shoot. Just do the shoot him.
Okay, we'll do that one instead. Okay.
All right.
Fine. All right, fine.
Anyway, folks, this is the Twins with the Owasso Live. This was the Morning Loop. I know that we had a really long review today, but there was so much. I mean, Stranger Things was such a cultural phenomenon. It was. I think Stranger Things will be the last cohesive cultural phenomenon that will have. I don't know, like Game of Thrones. Like Game of Thrones was it. Now it's Stranger Things. You know, like whenever people are like, "What's the next Star Wars?" It was Game of Thrones, and everyone's like, "What's the next Game of Thrones?" It was Stranger Things. So Stranger Things, I think, is that last cohesive thing that might. I mean, hopefully somebody can create something that brings us all back together as a culture, and we all enjoy together. But again, with the fracturing you see in this, them putting the gay agenda into basically everything, I don't know how we're going to have a collective interest in shows anymore, because you're either going to have the Christian conservative crowd is going to be like, we don't want to see that stuff, and you're going to have the Hollywood crowd that goes, nope, this is the only thing we want to see. So again, this is the Twins with the Owasso Live. This was the Morning Loop. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe so you too can stay in the loop. And that's really about all we've got. And remember, if you come out as gay, you get magical gay powers that allows you to be free from criticism.
Yeah.
So it's a get out of jail free card. That's all we've got for you today. This is the Twins of the Owasso Live. This was the Morning Loop. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. God bless you.
See you later, everybody.
I don't like girls. Fucking gross.
I'm a poo pirate.
You probably should have kept that to yourself.
I don't like girls.